There's a new development in the search for Nancy Guthrie, the mother of NBC TV host Savannah Guthrie, and someone who has now been missing for over 10 days. The FBI has now released front door camera video footage of someone they are calling a potential subject from the morning of the 84-year-old's disappearance. The CBC's Mark Carcassel joins us now with the details. So what do we know at this point?
Yeah, Hillary, FBI Director Kash Patel made this release through the social media website X, where at first he released 4 screen grabs from the video and then the actual video itself showing someone who you could describe them as a subject, as some law enforcement officials have. Others have described them as a person of interest or potentially a suspect. But you see him here on Nancy Guthrie's porch. He appears at first to be blocking her doorbell camera with his hand. He has some sort of flashlight in his mouth at one point in the video. When he realizes that he's not going to be able to block it entirely with his hand, he goes back out sort of into her front yard. You see him rooting around in her garden there. Eventually he comes back to the camera and appears to try to block it off with some sort of shrubbery or something to block his the view of his face. He is wearing a ski mask. He's got a backpack on. And last hour when we spoke about this, I talked about how FBI Director Kash Patel mentioned that he was armed and I didn't see the weapon. It's right there in his left hand. He's got a holster just under his midsection, right in the middle, where he's got a gun holster. So this person is armed. Now, you might be wondering how they were able to get these images, because in the early days of the investigation, we heard that Nancy Guthrie's doorbell camera did detect a person, but that it was disconnected and that no recording was made because she wasn't subscribed to the right service, possibly. Well, Kash Patel says the video was recovered from residual data located in back-end systems. So that's why it's taken 10 days to get this video. In the meantime, Savannah Guthrie, who has posted now 4 videos on her Instagram feed, sometimes with her siblings, pleading for their mother's safe return, posted stills from these videos on her social media as well, with the following captions. First, she wrote, "We believe she is still alive. Bring her home." And then in a second posting with video from video snippets from this larger video, she writes, "Someone out there recognizes this person. We believe she is still out there. Bring her home." Now, officially, police have not named a suspect or a person of interest. They've not identified a suspect vehicle by any means. Federal authorities were recently at Nancy Guthrie's house again over the weekend, over the last couple days. Deputies have been assigned to run security outside the house, so they are stationed there constantly 100% of the time to make sure that the scene is not tampered with. But other than that, there's still no information about where she might be, who might have her. It would seem in the last couple days there have not been any further ransom videos. We've been reporting on ransom videos demanding high sums of Bitcoin to be deposited in particular addresses, but there has been nothing lately and no talk of any communication between the family and the alleged kidnappers. But it has now been, as you mentioned, Hillary, 10 days, and the investigation continues.
Okay, Mark, thank you for all the updates here. The CBC's Mark Carcassel for us.